I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen, not included. The Frosty Planet Pack DLC. So today we start this episode in a little bit of a dire situation. Our food status is not particularly good, you know. So yeah, if we could start working on that today, it would be absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. That and getting the oxygen sorted out. Yeah, let's see if we can start working on that, shall we? So, first things first. Breathing, kind of important. So, given that we have the bare necessities on food, even though bare is the word of choice, I would suggest that perhaps getting this ladder done would be advantageous. Also, getting some access through here would also be somewhat good, and putting some planter pots, like, you know, spread across this area so that we can start siphoning off this sweet carbon dioxide and turning it into oxygen. On top of that, working on their morale needs is also something that we need to start working on. We already have a basic barracks and the poop house, not poop house, English difficult sometimes. Latrine, yeah, that. You knew exactly what I meant. Yeah, getting some extra new things, like a mess hall, for example, that is going to give them the morale they need so that we can level up. Now, on top of that, wood is kind of a lifeline thing that we have right now, so we need to start working on domesticating these squirrel Bambi looking thingies. They will provide us with the wood we need, and you know, if their population gets a little bit too large, we can always use our laser weapons to disassemble them into their basic parts and consume them. Alright, meteor showers. How could I possibly have forgotten? I don't know, but that doesn't seem to be a problem for us right now. But it's good to know that the meteor showers will spawn even though we have not discovered space, because I'm pretty certain the way it used to be, it's you needed to see space before this thing started to spawn, but not anymore. Now, my friends, when it comes to this thing, yeah, they produce 36 kilograms of oxygen per 2 cycles, right? Right. Each dupe requires 60 kilos per day, so that means we need roughly 4 plants per dupe. We have 3 dupes, we need 12 plants. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. Roughly. You know, it's gonna have give us a little bit of an excess, but it's not gonna be that much of an excess, that much I can tell you right now. So if we could get this thing filled up with aloe vera plants, that would be pretty beneficial to us. Alright, so even though it is not ideal, the oxygen part is kinda done. Do we have the advanced computer already? We do not. Okay, we are just researching it right now. So let's get that advanced computer so that we can get farming rolling. Our dupe should be closing on leveling up. Nisbet, yep. Next level up will be we'll go straight into creature ranching. We don't have a lot of wood left, so the sooner we can get into it, the better. We probably are just gonna build something like over here, something very simple and very like very basic to start with, and then we'll get into the more advanced stuff. Right now, like, we don't even have water to create murder pits, so the simpler we can make something, the better. We'll have to do some murderization ourselves, you know, and convert these things into tasty meat. Oh, look at that. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Bam, shazam, more food for us so that we don't have to worry about it for, you know, a little bit of time, which is always preferable, you know. Alright, with the supercomputer in hand, we are going to go straight into ranching. Our dupe should level up anytime soon, and then we'll go from ranching into this thing. Now, I don't know if they need... Okay, so they're gonna need pike apples. Yeah, that's what I was gonna look at. They graze upon pike apples, right? Right, which means they need to eat fully grown plants, like the Dracos, which means in turn... By the way, do you need, like, anything phosphorite? Right, which means that in turn, we need to go over here, maybe... cancel these a little bit, and build it out of farm tiles. There we go, beautiful. We can expand these later, but for now it is what it is. Just want some space to put down the ranching stuff. I don't know what kind of thing... I don't think they're gonna need a shearing station, but at least a grooming station and the drop-off point probably gonna be necessary. In any case, yeah, they probably just eat the grown food, so we have to grow some of that stuff. We already have some seeds, so perfect. Right, there we go, first harvest of oxalite. Pretty cool. So now it's just a matter of having it dissipate naturally or having someone deploy it over there. Like, even though it's not exactly perfect, you know, it's good enough. They are not gonna choke to death, you know. Oh no, you're really gonna do that. Faye, I hate you so, like, she made it, like, she made a concerted effort to get herself trapped in there. How cool is that? Ah, well, matters, little problem solved. We need to plant these things, and then copy the settings over here, and, you know, for every single one. Is this done? Nope, not yet, but soon. Plants have died. Hmm? What plant? What? Why did it die? What body temperature? It says -14, it's -18 over here. What the heck? The temperature is getting too high. Look at that. The nerve on these plants to decide not to grow on us. Alright, ranching research is finally being completed. So let's go into food over here. We have critter pickup, critter drop off. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Then we go into station, grooming station. And I think that should be it for the stable. Well, it doesn't have any requirements. Huh. Ranching building, yeah, okay. So that should be it. Other than that, we need to go over here, Nisbet, ranching. Okay, now I am purposefully not giving them any more skills because we don't need them right now, and it's just going to increase their morale further, you know. Right now, they're good as they are, so let's get these operational so that we can start wrangling a few of these, well, very cute Bambi-fused squirrels. I know they're supposed to be foxes, but to me, they look, they look like squirrels, okay? And like deer. But I suppose that they are foxes. Well, I mean, there's no point in debating this thing. It is a squirrel, obviously. Oh, also, my curiosity is killing me. I kind of want to see what's behind door number 2. Seriously. Okay, here we go. A Nero Vacillator, nice. And some extra stuff. No clothes rack, but, you know, it's still okay. Okay, so some of these squirrely looking things have already been captured. There we go. So now you are in captivity. As we can see, they do eat this plant. Hey, could you please not eat everything? Come on, bro. That's not fun. That's not cool. Leave some for your friends, you know, because I'm certain they are gonna need it. In any case, we are now starting to. I'm not capturing those that are extremely old, you know, because it would be nice if they drop some eggs inside of that thing. Now, like, how do we remove their thingy? Into shearable. Okay, so they do need the shearing station. Okay, gotcha. It's a fine, we can get it done. Although we have a very tiny amount of power, we can certainly use it without any problems. Let's just prioritize this a little bit. I had to prioritize this, otherwise they were going to escape. Sometimes the dupes don't like to do the things you want them to do, so, you know. Now, my friends, unfortunately there is so much farming that needs to be done that Nisbet doesn't really have the time to dedicate herself to, the animals, you know? Like, she already has done the complete round, so let's see if today she'll get some ranching done. No, you have to warm yourself up. Of course you do, obviously. But now, can you do this? Okay, here we go. How much wood do we get from this? We got exactly 300 kilograms of wood. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get 1.2 tons. It's not terrible. From these four, you know. How long will you take to grow that wood again? 6 cycles? I mean, doesn't sound like too bad for me. I think we are good on our wood now with these little foxes around here, you know. So great. One problem, kinda sorted. Now, my friends, I'm starting to think that we are getting into the point that accepting a new dupe might be acceptable. Not right now, but soon. And I noticed that some of them have a trait which gives them immunity to chilling surroundings. Which is good, I suppose, given that we are inside of a frosty asteroid. So that's something to keep an eye on. I'm gonna move into a mess hall now. Or whatever it is, the first level. Yeah, mess hall, 64 tiles. Please tell me we have 68, because of course, obviously we have 68 tiles, obviously. But it's fine, it's totally fine. Yeah, that's gonna give them the morale so that they can level up once again, which is fan-freaking-tastic. I want to start reorganizing our stuff over here, so that we can put one of these closer by to their research station, so that they can, they don't need to come over here, you know, to warm themselves up, and optimize their pathing a little bit more, you know. Okay, so the eggs for these creatures look like cupcakes. We better inform the dupes so that they don't eat that thing raw, thinking they are gonna get a tasty, tasty cupcake, and then they just get a splatter of yokel all over their mouths. Not very pleasant, I assume. Oh, right, I almost forgot. It's probably a good idea to disable the harvesting of these plants, because, you know, if they have been harvested, I'm thinking they can't eat them. At least the glossy Dracos and regular ones could not, so, you know, probably something to take into consideration, you know, so yeah. There are always so many tasks to do around here. Not having the liberty of just printing dupes can be quite, well, it can create a bottleneck in the work orders, you know. It takes a very long time until things are done, but I think that we are progressing slowly but steadily towards our objective. I'm just transferring these plants over here. I want to get rid of them so that we can start moving stuff around and get things a little bit more neatly organized. I also want to get this thing, whatever this is. Let's carve it out. I think this is a source of light for free, so, you know. Always, whenever we can use free stuff to speed up the process of researching, for example, right? Because with light it's a little bit better and we don't have a lot of light right now, so yeah, that's kind of the objective. Like, minerals are really difficult to come by, my friends. I think the devs really want us to use the wooden tiles. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't build like everything out of minerals. The good parts of our base, you know, like the mess hall, barracks and stuff like that, I'm gonna make a concerted effort on utilizing as much wood as possible so that we can use the ugly minerals into other things that are less important. Oh, by the way, this thing, I don't understand. You cannot deploy it. You can only use it dropped on the floor? Which is kinda strange, you know? Like, if I'm dropping it over there. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things, guys. Don't think about it. Well, my friends, I think we just got our next contender. Queen over here. Ranching, farming, and suit wearing. I kinda like these two, because our current farmer rancher is a bit overwhelmed at the moment, and she is kind of the most important person in the colony at this point, as, you know, oxygen and food and warmth is all because of her. Therefore, green thumb, extra agriculture, nice. Extra food morale, nice. Cannot do research, we don't care. Welcome into the colony, Queen. I hope I don't regret it. I gotta be honest, my friends, I think that if there is one skill that I will never be able to master, is the ability to plan ahead. Every time I build something, what I really wanted to do was to build it slightly to the side, you know, always. This is a constant with me. Oh boy, I really need to learn how to plan better, but I just live in chaos. There is nothing I can do, my friends. I just like to live in absolute mayhem. That's just my thing. In any case, my friends, wood is going to be far more important to us than I actually care to realize, because there is no coal. No coal means, well, we have nothing to burn except for wood. But these things are just terrible. They provide no power and a bunch of carbon dioxide. That's not a problem. These things are consuming more than we are producing, but the moment we start burning stuff up, this is going to go away super fast, and it's gonna fill up with carbon dioxide. So I've been researching. We still don't have the materials available. I've been researching a little bit of automation. We're gonna need a little bit of this and a little bit of this. This is going to stop the burner from just continuously burn if there is no point, if the battery is full, you know. But until we have the ability of doing that, I'm just, as you can see, transferring this slightly to the side. This is so infuriating. Alright. We are done now. This thing is in its place that it's going to stay for, like, the foreseeable future. We have this thing over here. Where's the crystal? Where are them crystals? That's terrible. Ah, okay, the crystal is on the floor. We just can see it. Which means that this area is now lit. Meaning that research will just be done much faster. Yeah, let's get this thing. We're gonna need it whenever we start setting up power lines that are more than 1,000 watts of power. Now, given that we have... Oh, hello. Seriously, we can turn pike apples into more stuff. And the quality is a plus... Ooh, okay, that's good to know, because Minma, well, guess what? You're now a chef. Yay. You can go for a little bit... Yeah, let's do that one. Nisbet, there is no point. Quinn, farming. I heard that farming is pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for our skills for now. Which means... Wait. I do have stuff... Oh, you can't reach it. But yeah, we now have the slit grains, which means we'll be able to do these things whenever we feel like it. Cooking ingredients, go over there, please. So, starvation shouldn't be a problem anymore. We'll do this one forever. Because, you know, it's a no-brainer. What? Bro, you have food. Stop being a little princess, okay? So, yeah, pretty happy. We have stabilized our situation for the time being. That's neat. I like that. Alright, the time for the good stuff is coming, my friends. We now have access to the slit wheat grains. We can now harvest these plants for additional grains, and we are now making a skewer, which apparently is really nice, and everybody loves it, because it's +1 instead of -1, so, you know, I'm certain our dupes will appreciate having something better to eat than the garbage that they have been eating. I mean, they have been eating dirt. Oh. Well, this is a problem. Okay. So, apparently I foretold that this was going to be a thing. Liquid mercury. Well, luckily for us, we do have a little, like, the slightest bits of both wolframite and iron ore, which is good. Because, yeah, we're gonna need, okay, bare minimum, we're gonna need, come on, game, 200 kilograms of that stuff. Plus, I would say maybe 58 extra, just for a couple of these tiles, maybe even more. So 300 kilograms, bare minimum, which means 6 work orders. Let's get that rolling, shall we? Now, my friends, given that we are gonna need copious amounts of this stuff, I would say that having at least 2 of these things going, it probably is a good idea, right? Right. And we also need to get it rolling, like, ASAP. Because, how should we put it? We don't have enough carbon dioxide to convert into oxygen for everybody to breathe. Now, that's not really a problem, per se, because we can just come over here and cover a little bit of oxalite. But you know, that's not that doesn't last forever. So yeah, we need to start burning wood to convert into carbon dioxide, so that it can be converted into oxygen, so that they can breathe and convert it back into carbon dioxide. Although it is at a lower quantity. So yeah, let's get this rolling as well. We already have these 2 little boys over here, which is pretty neat. So yeah. Alright, my friends, so this cycle is coming to an end, and so must this episode. 20 cycles for this episode, pretty neat. We'll go for up to 30 in the next one, 40 and then 50, as per usual, you know. If you are a regular, you already know. If you're not, then that's what we do, so that all the cycles lined up perfectly, a cycle 100, and then we do 50 cycles per episode. That's roughly the way things roll around here. But in any case, my friends, we were able to successfully achieve our objectives. We do have oxygen, although it's not a lot. You know, it's mostly because of the lack of carbon dioxide, of which we are actually taking care of. It's just a matter of they getting the stuff done that we want them to. We are also taming the local fauna, and of course the local flora and all of that. So our bare minimum survival is guaranteed. Now is just a matter of making sure that everybody is as happy as Queen. But all of that will have to be achieved in the next episode, my friends. So, oh, also, I recorded this episode right after the first one, so if you said something in episode number 1 and I didn't address it in this one, that's the reason why. But with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. Also, if you enjoy this episode, leave me a comment down below. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.